Hey guys, E10 Sun here from Sunbros, and today I'm excited to bring you guys another beginner's guide video to Strike of Kings. Today we're going to be covering the settings menu. I'm going to go through the settings menu and we're going to talk about what everything does. So let's go ahead and jump in there. The first one we're going to get to is simply the general settings, and these are all simply like graphical interface settings. We have high frame rate mode. Keep in mind, if you don't have a phone that can handle it, having high frame rate mode or the particle quality or display quality or HD display, all of these are just going to add to the quality of the look of the game. Now I have the Galaxy S8 Plus, which is the best phone on the market today, and that one is going to be able to handle all the highest settings in the game. But keep in mind, the most important thing to you is not about the graphical look to the game, but the quality of the gameplay. So if it's causing you to have video lag because you're too high settings, knock them down, make sure the gameplay is good first, guys. The other thing I want to point out in the top right of the general section is camera distance. So you can actually change the distance of your camera from far to near. The other thing I'm going to show you guys is your player name at the bottom, player ID. So if somebody needs to search you by your ID, you have a thing here, so that people can add you to be their friend. And you have a customer service button. Then we're going to go to control section. We have a couple of different options here you might not be familiar with. For example, target lock mode, and we'll click on that. So target lock mode is cool. What it gives you is the ability to lock onto heroes, minions, or towers. And those are all in the bottom right. It says heroes there, but there's actually a tower button now also. Those are all in the bottom right now next to the attack button, so you can choose what you'd like to attack. So if there's an enemy hero within range, but you just want to get the last shot on a minion, you can actually click that blue button to the bottom left of the attack button to hit a minion. And then the big button locks onto heroes, and there's one to the top right of that that actually locks onto towers now. So the target lock mode is pretty cool, and I like that a lot. So it auto locks by default. You can make it so you choose, so it won't attack a minion if you're not hitting the right button. So I do auto lock, and then that still gives you the ability to hit other people, you know, as you see fit. But it automatically locks onto somebody by default during any fight. So attack mode is essentially, that's what I've changed, is instead of it attacking a minion and hero, it actually attacks minions and monsters, and then the big button attacks heroes for me. So I like to make sure that I have a lot of times, and I recommend everyone turn this on, because you're going to have times in which you're going to want to focus towers down even when there's heroes and minions around. Because towers, remember guys, are the goal of the game and the most important thing that there is. Alright, so next we're going to go to target priority. I have this set as lowest HP percentage. You could probably do lowest HP amount too, just so that when you're actually doing damage to somebody, it'll prioritize the person who's you're most likely to kill quickly, so you're able to get rid of people. Avatar lock mode, I'll show you guys. Looks like it locks the hero's enemy, and I actually have this turned on, I believe. Yes, I do. I actually suggest this also, and what it actually does is you can see all the little avatars of all the enemy heroes within range. So if they're not in range, their avatars will not appear, but as long as they're within range, they'll appear, and you can actually tap on them, and it forces you to lock onto that enemy for the time being. You can always switch to a different person who's within range, or you can unlock from that hero also by clicking it again. But I actually recommend this highly. It helps you focus people, so if you're in a team fight and you find the lowest person, the person with the lowest health who's closest to you is the tank, you don't want to attack a tank. You want to attack the damage dealers. You want to attack the backline, the a healer if they have one, or the marksman or whatever. So you can actually choose to focus a particular hero by hitting the avatar lock mode button, and I find that it works very well in this game. Next is ability targeting. You can default that to ability wheel or auto aim. I just do the ability wheel so I can aim freely with my abilities. Next is ability cancellation. This gives you a cancel button. If you drag, this is kind of two different ways. If you drag outside the ability area, it cancels. I don't like that because I like to have, I like to be able to aim them very freely. But so you have the drag to cancel button. So there's gonna be a cancel button up in the top right that you can drag to cancel it at any time that you want to. Next, we have ability wheel sensitivity. I like to keep it up all the way, and I like to have it centered on the button so that I can move it around from that one area. That's kind of how Mobile Legends was. So if you guys want it to be like Mobile Legends, if you're coming from there, drag the cancel button is important for you, and centered on button is going to be important because that's the Mobile Legends default settings. Next, we're moving on. Is that all on this control? Yep, that's all on control. Next, we're moving on to interface. Quick buy placement. So if you come in from Mobile Legends and you're used to quick buying items that pop up, remember in Mobile Legends they pop up in the top right of the screen. Well, the default here is left side, but I find it to be kind of it's just different for me, and it's kind of cumbersome because the map's there. So I actually move them to the right side, so that's easier to click, and then the expand mini map button, I keep that on the left side. So if you want to expand the mini map, which is on the left side, there's a little zoom in button there, and you'll see right here, a little zoom in button. The mini map expands to the left or right button to side that you choose. So I actually have it expand on the left side where it's already at, and I'll show you guys the quick buy placements. It'll switch to quickly buy an item on the top right portion of the screen there. I find it pretty effective. And then it shows you all the other stuff that you got going on too. So, then we got chat room. So obviously, if you can turn the chat room off, or in-game tips, you can turn those on and off as you please. Next, we have sound effects. You can turn vibration on or off, and that's basically the special game vibration. Music on or off. Turn the volumes up and down. Sound effects on or off. Volume up and down. So you guys can have it set to however you want to. Now, I use Discord. If you guys are not part of the Sunbros Discord channel, I definitely recommend that you guys get in there. If you guys want to play Striker Kings with any people and use voice communications to talk to them, I would say to probably use Discord instead of the in-game voice chat option. It's a little bit easier. So I got that turned off, but you can turn that on or off as you please and turn the volume up and down as you please. Last, we have quick chat options, which give you the ability to choose between a bunch of options. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 messages that are default, and you can click on one and you can change it pretty easily. And you can choose whichever one you want to, take out, which ones you want to add. So you can have the quick message buttons or quick chat buttons be whatever you choose them to be. So guys, that is a quick and easy beginner's breakdown of the settings, so you guys understand what they all mean, and you can turn them on and off as you desire. I hope you guys enjoyed the content, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Like the channel, or like the video. If you guys enjoyed the video and want to see more beginners guides, please subscribe to the channel. We're gonna put out beginner guides for everything that you can imagine, and then we're gonna get into the more advanced guides. Now, I'm pretty new to Striker King, so I'm finding this stuff out and I'm sharing it with you guys because this is stuff that I would want to know as a beginner, and I imagine that you guys probably do too. So as I am learning, I will continue to put out tutorials. Right now we're doing beginner stuff because I'm a beginner. Once I learn more about the game, I will definitely make more advanced guides. I'll make very in-depth guides on particular heroes and whatnot. But thanks for watching the video, guys. If you guys have any comments about it, please leave a comment in the comment section. I love to chat with my viewers. So leave me comments. I will respond to them. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And as always, until next time.